Hey, how's it going, guys? It is I. Um, Another 16-ish hour stream. I had a short sleep, like 3 hours, 3.5 hours, and now we're came back for a 16-ish, 15 and a half hour stream. Just wanted to give you a little update. This is how our guy looks like right now. I got my gems reached 20, so I flipped some of them. I flipped all of them. This one I tried volleying. I spammed some GCPs. Volled, got 19 instead of 20. So we got that slightly less area of effect. Whatever, no biggie. Um, Fizz 2 lightning, infused channeling, tool destruction, flipped some stuff. These are I started these leveling these later, so they're gonna level later, and then I'm gonna get the quality a bit later. Um, what do we have here? Lightning Spire, just flip that. So, oh, added fire. I need to flip this too. Nice, nice thing. So I just kind of like, yeah, things are happening, and we do it as we go along. So there you go. This belongs to the totem. Character still on my profile. Feel free to check it out. Name is Moses Plays Dig. Divine Ire Guardian, so stuff on by the way. Heli Focus, Arcane Search. So yeah, there was a talk. Maybe I changed to crit. We'll talk about it in a second. But I did find Bisco's Leash, so that gives me that Rampage, which is really nice because it gives you rarity. And I have been dropping more uniques since I have this, especially in the memory fragments. It's actually pretty insane because these are pretty juiced up areas and they're usually open because these are the type of tiles that I choose when I'm mapping. So they're pretty open, lots of monsters to kill. You get that rampage stacks, you get a lot of movement speed, a lot of damage, and lots of rarity. So many uniques drop. It's just a question of time, maybe, till we get that carcass jack. I need something to spew my fusings on. I got about 250, 400-ish fusing altogether over here that we need to hopefully six-link something with. So there's that. Um, Bisco's Leash, yeah, Tabula, that we already know. Oh yeah, I found the Shaper's Amulet off of a Shaper's Stronghold. Dropped me an amulet, and I got that physical as extra lightning damage. Is pretty sweet. In terms of DPS, 55.9 goes up to 61.5. That's pretty chunky increase. We also found a Hubris Circlet of Elder, and for this I wanted, there's basically several things I could have used here. Um, First is minion damage. I was like, let's see what happens. First is minion damage. That what ended up happening. So we get that increased minion damage is a global roll. It's gonna affect our everything because we are affected by increases and reductions to minion damage. This will affect us too. So as you can see, my Lightning Spire, for example, 4.3k. With this helmet, my Lightning Spire 4.4k, right? Because 18% increased damage. It's not huge. We just leveled up the Lightning Spire. That's why the numbers are pretty low. But Lightning Spire damage doesn't reflect what it's actually doing. It's actually pretty insane. Okay, so don't worry about the actual tooltip DPS. Even at level 14 or 15, whatever, it's still pretty deadly. We did just flip it. But yeah, just to show that the minion damage roll will also affect. Second thing that we can get on a Elder helmet is flat physical damage to spells. This will be added to the base of the spells, and it will become pretty huge chunk of damage. And the Eldred mod can roll, I think, like its average of 50 flat added damage, so something like, I don't know, maybe 25 to 75, something like that, tier 1, or 30 to 60, something like that. I don't really remember the numbers, but you can get quite a big chunk of flat physical to damage, and Divine Ire is indeed a physical damage spell, right? That then gets converted to lightning and all that kind of stuff. So flat um, physical damage to spells can spawn off of Elder, and another thing can happen is Conk effect, and then you get the hybrid is area damage. So just like socketed with level 16 to 20 minion damage, and then the hybrid is increased minion damage. Um, you can also get concentrated effect and then increased area damage. The upside for conk effect is that the whatever is socketed over here, the holy flame totem might also, well, this particular one doesn't have the AoE tag, but I could have socketed the lightning spire to also benefit, and then we would have a 5 link in our helmet. So this is kind of like what I wanted to get, the conk effect, since we get a global area damage increase. That will affect my divine ire, because clearly that is tagged AoE, will affect area damage. The global area damage of a hybrid roll in an elder helmet. But we didn't get it, we just got the minion, and it's fine, we're fine. Nice little upgrade. The weapon, I don't think it changed. It's basically some basic stuff that we found early in mapping. This is basically the second weapon I actually have. I think this was like a tier 3, tier 4 map drop, tier 2 maybe. Just got some cast speed and some lightning damage, open prefix to craft spell damage, and that is it. I am currently waiting for a Shaper's Wand or a Scepter. Scepter, hopefully with like 40% implicit, that is Shaper, or 30 plus or something, and then we can get elemental damage as extra chaos, and then physical as extra chaos, and all these juicy physical as extra mods that will substantially increase our overall damage. Hopefully something like that with cast speed is pretty much what we're rolling. But so far, the damage is insane as it is. We are clearing, let's look at our atlas, we're 83. Oh yeah, one thing also to note, check this out, we're actually rank 1. Yeah baby. Moses Plays, rank 1, 93 overall. Now I'm going to sleep for a few hours, so it's definitely going to change, but we reached level 90 and we are rank 1 of Guardian. And if you look closely here, you see that the difference, if you played this game, then you know, the difference between, 87 to 90 is very small difference. In terms of experience, in terms of what you gotta do, if these guys, put in the effort and start pushing, nothing is certain. And you know me, I'm pretty reckless and I can die. Like, the race is to 100. I want to reach 100 this character, but nothing's guaranteed. I may not even win a demi. Right now things are looking very good, but this is day 2 of a 1-month event, okay? So let's chill. And yeah, this is very good. I'm not gonna say that I'm unhappy, because our straight up, beginning was terrible. I took to kill, to reach maps and kill what's his face. I needed 2.5 hours more than my fastest run ever. So it took me about 8 hours to kill what's his name, Kitava, right, and finish. And it took me about 8 hours, and that is very, very slow. I've uploaded videos of me, starting Soul Self-Found style and just going ham and finishing in like 4.5 hours, 5 hours. So this has been an incredibly slow start for me. Not just because I'm not familiar with the build, but also because there were all sorts of disconnections and all sorts of server issues and stuff like that. So and very, very bad RNG in like decision making. Going to the left, boom, left is a dead end. Okay, going to the right, right is a dead end too. All these sorts of things happened constantly, delaying me in about 2.5, 3 hours, 2 hours, I don't know, kind of a long period of time overall. So that happened. That was kind of a bummer, but we've overcame that, and we are now rank 1 in Guardian. So that feels feels pretty good. But again, only day 2, so the race is far from over, and there's a lot of work to be done. But so far we're doing an okay job. When it comes to the Atlas, I've been just opening it up tier by tier. Tier 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All of these maps are completed. I don't have a single one that is missing, except the unique maps, like this one, Malkun, right? But we do have the shore base, so that unique Malkun can totally drop. And I have, in fact, dropped a couple. I dropped Maelstrom of Chaos, and I dropped that Waka map. The Strand unique one, this one. So these two dropped, and I did those. Oh yeah, and Olmec Sanctum, which is, I don't remember the base, but there's it's here. Olmec Sanctum. I remember killing it. Where is it? I don't remember the base of the map, to be honest. Maybe. There it is. Yeah, Bone Crypt. We got that one. So these are the only three unique maps. But yeah, I mean, we're halfway through the atlas. Basically, there's 160. We got roughly 80, and we got a whole bunch of map to do. Those are the tier 9s, the tier 10s, tier 11s, even the tier 12s. So we are on our way to get into red maps. Some of those are going to be, corrupted rares. They're going to be a bit brutal, but yeah, our map pool, as we are generally now doing tier 9 maps, our map pool is pretty decent. We only have, very few missing, but some of them we're just about to do, and some of them are uniques, like Poor Joys, for example. So we do have a couple missing, but we also have a bunch of surplus ones, right? Tier 9, look at how many surplus ones we have. And that means we could use a couple of Horizon Orbs. Because this Nexus thing is insane, Harbinger loot is quite common. And then you get the chest with the Harbinger loots. You get a whole lot of Harbinger Orbs and Horizon Orbs, and these engineers and these binding, which are used as an alchemy, and you just make your stuff as you go along, and our situation is not very bad. So yeah, the big thing that we need is a chest right now. Hopefully Carcass Jack, Shroud of the Lightless. I actually killed 2 leech fights and failed to get the shroud. I got boots and gloves, whatever. But yeah, we need the Abyssal Leech fight to give us Shroud of the Lightless, Carcass Jack, Impulsa. If we get Impulsa, I immediately turn to crit. It's a big discussion, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. Immediately crit though. What else? Loreweave, right? We're collecting the rings, SSF by the way. So we got 10 out of 60. So we're making progress. In the race to 100, 90 is just the beginning. 93 is like easy clap. 95 and on, that's where things get rough. And you kill a lot of monsters and a lot of loot drops. I'm sure we'll find something to use instead of the stabula. And if I don't find, I'll just get myself energy shield base, craft it. We got some pristine fossil. We got a singular pristine fossil. So we could slap a pristine fossil on it with something, maybe etheric fossil, I don't know, and hopefully get something good going on. If we really like level 94, 95 is happening and we still haven't dropped anything, I'll use something. I don't want to use the tabula. We need the defenses. We need a bit more life, especially since we're running this. What else? I don't know, guys. I don't know. This belt is pretty sweet. It's got that global fizz damage. It's actually very good. 61.5k goes up to 63.1. So like, yeah, pretty good stuff you can get so cell phones. It's easy clap. We fixed our flasks right now, so that's good. Still haven't gotten the Ciri. Still, I killed her once. I got the freaking boots. I mean, a flask would be amazing here, and then we would move the warding probably to the Quicksilver and put in a Ciri flask. That would be amazing for our damage. That is it, guys. I'm gonna go to sleep for a little bit, and I'll see you when I see you. Hope you guys joined the stream. That was the little update that we had, and thanks for watching Rank 1 Haipu. Bye bye.